Hi there folks, I'm Andrew Bond reporting for World Sports Betting from the Dubai World Cup here at Meydan Racecourse, one of the biggest racecourses anywhere in the world, certainly the biggest grandstand on the planet, stretching a massive 1.6 kilometers from the beginning of the hotel right to the end of the straight. And it is the Durban demon Douglas White who we'll be chatting to first. He's got his own runner in this race, in the SHEEMA Classic, run over a mile and a half. He's a champion stayer from Hong Kong. Dougie worked him himself this morning with a horse of Casper Frowns, the grey horse, who's also running on Dubai World Cup night. And very shortly after having put the horse into his stable, fed him, washed him, watered him down, we caught up with him at the Meydan Hotel to find out how his realistic chances look of landing a slice of the action in the SHEEMA Classic over a mile and a half on the grass. Well, Douglas, it always gives me great heart to have known somebody for so long that has achieved so much. And it doesn't matter where in the world you go, I know Douglas White has only got one thing on his mind, and that's doing the best he can possibly do by winning, if it's at all possible. You've got an older horse that didn't start with you, but you're not here for a dress rehearsal.
No, certainly not. You've summed me up pretty well. He's been a fantastic horse to me in Hong Kong. He got to a stage in his career where he was stagnating and the ground was getting pretty firm, and I just couldn't get the weight off him. And I think the best thing I did was get him out of Hong Kong, send him to Qatar. I must say that I was in two minds whether to go there or not. It's a tight track and he's a big horse, but the gamble paid off and he ran a hell of a race. And the funny thing is, with travelling, he got that spark back into him, he got that look in his eye, and I got some good weight off him. So it was a great trip, and hence the reason we're now here in Dubai for the SHEEMA Classic.
You've ridden countless great horses, not least of all the Old Warrior Indigenous, who was one of your first, Oriental Express and Ambitious Dragon, the immortal London News. Vengeance of Rain was a horse that swept all before him in Hong Kong. I would venture to say with great respect that this is not a Vengeance of Rain, but he's clearly very honest, very determined and very dour.
Oh, he is. He's dour, he's honest, he gives you his all, and he's a very good horse in his day. When there's a drop of rain around and he gets his toe in, he's probably two or three lengths better. Hence the reason why he's probably limited in Hong Kong. Look, on his day, when he's on song, he's the best horse in my stable.
Well, maybe you take a look behind you and let's see if we can find that switch that we can lock and that can just put the sprinklers on all night.
I found that already. I don't have to look behind me. I don't necessarily like running this horse in a 2 week break period between races, especially with a flight and travelling in between that. But I sat down and thought about it long and hard, and I had to run in that race, the Jebel Hatta 2 weeks ago. It would have been 5 weeks between runs from Qatar to the SHEEMA Classic, and today was the only day I could get the turf, so he would have been behind the 8 ball if I had not run him. He got to do two things that day. He got to see the left-handed track, he got to see the surroundings of the parade ring, to see the saddling up area, and all those things eliminated my job of having to pre-parade him, take him there to go show him all of that pre-race. In hindsight, he's run an incredible race to fly home and run 5th, coming from last. He's had a good look at the track now, and it's perfect. It's 3 weeks between runs, so the programming looks good. We've done the finishing touches today when I sat on him for his turf gallop. Now let's just do the rain dance, the South African rain dance, and hope for some rain on the weekend, and then we'll be sweet.